It doesn't matter. Okay. So, oh, did you let? Oh, I thought. Okay. We're gonna cut the top just a little bit. You can see where it's rubbing right here. You see that? Huh? Well, I mean, it's gonna have little chips. It's okay. Okay, so we need to get straight edge. Just gotta remember where it's at. Here it is. Now we need my saw. It's not in there. Where is it? It's not there. It's over here. Okay. Battery yet, because we want to. So now I have to figure out right where I want this to give me. I just want to cut off the amount of the blade. So I just want to take that much off. So if I put that on there, I'm gonna go. So there's this line right here that says where the blade's supposed to be. So it'll cut just that. So I'm gonna make it right here. Kids being noisy. Well, so this does come with a tool to put on there, but the problem we run into is I'm making such a small cut that the tool won't be useful. So we need to measure from right there to there. That's 2.5 inches. So we need to do 2.5 plus 1/8 of an inch.
Is an eighth of an inch there is
It would be like the blade. The blade would be like an 1/8 or a 1/16 kind of a measurement. And then we'll clamp this side. Not too tight. Can you hear me that other clamp? So now over here we have, okay, that's right at 2.5. I put that at 2.5. With that, blade was barely hitting. We want just a little bit more than that. So, 2. you're doing something like this, you want to make sure you use the same tape measure for every measurement. You want to know why? Different tape measures could be just a little different. Okay. Now, okay, same now. Back up. Okay. Tell me if this is too loud.
That's good.
Okay. I am going to need you to hold this up to this port. When I go, you got to follow, okay?
How fast are you going?
I don't know. So before I do that, I need to adjust the blade depth on the saw. See how if I did it now, you'll only get halfway through? That one, right? Yep. We want to
You
go.
have to go on the bottom.
Yeah, we have to do two different cuts. So I'm going to remove the battery because I don't want it, just for safety. We are going to, with any saw, you don't want to do it to its maximum. You want to do it so it just barely cuts through. That way, that extends the life of the blade for the longest lifetime. Okay, I'm going to turn this on. All you got to do is follow, okay? So this port. Yep, perfect. So stay right there. Good job, hon. Good job. So it looks like this part of the door is a little bit thicker than over here. If you come over here, look at that. Still attached.
There we go.
Yes, you can rip it off, and then I'm gonna have you sand that part. Look at that. Just a little bitty bit. You know? Okay. So you can put it here on the floor. We'll clean up when we're done. Now, get the sander. Sand this section. Okay. So you're gonna want to keep it flat. Yep. See how it kind of chipped out the door. But that's gonna take a lot of time. Let's actually do something a little bit different. I think.
These look like baking scales, don't you think?
Those are all big blades. I don't want that big blade.
Are you trying to like cut this little piece off and then
Yes, we're gonna cut that little piece off by hand and then clean it up. Okay, so this isn't necessarily the best saw to do it, but it'll work. So I need you to come. You can line it up like that, and then just cut all the way down until we get all the big pieces off. So come back over here. You can use your right hand, unless it'll be easier on the other side. It's up to you. Go ahead and, how do you want to try it? Ooh, go ahead and pick that up. Okay, so go ahead and pick it up. Okay, you want to do it that way? So keep the blade smooth against it, kind of like that, and then go up and down, and just keep it going. Okay. It takes some work. Yep. So perfect. You're taking it off, and then we'll be able to sand the rest. So go ahead and get those other little bits off. Cool. Okay, now go ahead and stick it back up there. Now, all you gotta do, you can hold this. And see how it's gonna make it smooth. And then I'll show you how to do more. So the button's over here.
So, are you just going to this?
Yep, just don't drop it.
But do I have to click it again to stop it?
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's a button under there that rocks back and forth. It's just covered in rubber to keep it safe. So push. There you go. You want to keep it flat. Okay, now we want to kind of. Yep, we're going to get the edges, but we're going to do this. So you just kind of hold it. Okay. So do that, this side, and then do it on the bottom side, okay? Whatever's easiest for you. Nice.
And on the bottom?
Yep. You don't have to spin it, but it just kind of makes a better finish. Okay, perfect.
Like you go for it, you move back with me. What about this corner? Are we going to do something
So, I don't think we will, because there's not really much to do on it. Definitely put some super glue. I just don't want it to peel more. We're just gonna it's a cheap way of doing it. It's not the correct way. But we're not gonna be doing a ton of work on it because it's already an old used door. Right? So it doesn't need to be perfect. We'll let that dry for a little bit.
Like really, the only other time I used super glue, I did not like it because I was supposed to use it for clay, and we only had like a minute left. So the teacher's like, "Here, I'm gonna have some super glue," but she handed it to me, and I was like using clay, but the clay like was already dry and it just broke like that. And then like because the paper, the wet clay, because it used to be wet clay, dried. The wet clay made the paper plate go wobbly. So I tried to hold it there, because like if I let go of it, then it would just break.
Yes. Clay is hard. Okay, now we're gonna clean up while that's drying. So if you can pick up the big chunks and get them in that bucket, and then I will let you vacuum when we're ready to vacuum, okay? I'm gonna vacuum out the tool so we can get rid of all the sawdust in it. Watch. Yep. Okay. I just want you all to be careful. Okay. Can you get the battery and then that little hand saw?
Yeah.
Battery, hand saw. Best practice is to put away the tools in between working so that you don't end up with a huge disaster. Because you see that a lot, huh? In the house, with your projects, Eric's projects, and even mine.
Oh, those are leaves.
It's okay, we can vacuum those leaves. Okay, let's take